Back on live today. Guys, I'm eating ice. Like, don't do that. I don't think it's good for your teeth. But okay. Bro, like, okay. So back on live, I haven't been too consistent with going live. I am trying my best to, adjust my schedule. It is not that easy, but right now I am making quite a lot of content for you guys, especially when it comes to my videos and stuff. On shorts, I'm not too active on shorts because I don't want to really focus my content on posting short form content, but more so, videos and stuff like that that are like actual like long videos. You know, I'm also working on creating longer videos. It's just that I'm kind of in the stage of learning with you guys. It's just I'm kind of just used to talking a little bit and then getting my message through, but now I'm just gonna try to maybe make longer videos of like maybe 20 minutes and more. But anyway, today we are basically going to talk about how, oh my goodness, I forgot to put the poll, but basically, wait, subscribe to, oops, to join the community. Let me just put the poll up. Hold on. That's what it's called, right? I hope so. And then after, we're going to discuss today's topic. There we go. This one has to be that way. Okay, we're gonna start that and we're gonna start talking about what we need to talk about today. So, honestly, today's topic is about how your environment actually has an impact or, yeah, on you. What, guys? But basically, the environment you decide to be in is going to have an effect on you and how you act and how you go with your life and everything as such. That's why I think that it's really, really important to, make sure you're with the right people, and that even if you're not able to at the moment, that you do not waste your time just putting energy towards them or making them feel a certain way, but just know exactly what you want within yourself, within your life, so that you don't dive back into that kind of mindset that you've worked so hard to even get out of. So, for example, if you are someone that does not want to smoke anymore and you surround yourself with people who continuously just smoke, do you really think that it's going to help you to not smoke anymore? I doubt so. There are people that are able to actually have the discipline and just really build that discipline to not do the things they don't want to anymore. But that's a really small amount of people that is actually able to do that, because your peers, the people you're around, literally have a say in how the outcome is going to be. And it's not something that you might want to happen, but it just automatically does, just because that's how, as humans, how it happens as humans. Like, we're humans, we get influenced by others, and there's no way out of it unless you control what is in your life, you control your actions, you continuously build discipline within yourself, and with that, it's going to keep you on the right track. But if you keep surrounding yourself with the wrong people, it's going to affect you in a way that you might really look at yourself and be like, why the heck did you even let yourself go? Why the heck did you even let these kind of temporary emotions just, interfere with yourself? For example, if maybe you do not like fake people, okay, but you've kind of noticed a pattern of where those fake people are, and then you continue being in that kind of environment where there's fake people. Do you really think you're going to not be surrounded by fake people? You're not going to be in friendships with people who aren't fake? I doubt so, because the environment you're in will say a lot about you and will have an influence on you whether you want it or not, because it's just automatically going to happen when you're surrounded by people that do a certain thing that you might not want, and you're probably convincing yourself that you're not going to do that yourself. Yeah, it could happen. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it doesn't happen to a lot of people. Most people get influenced by their surroundings, okay? It's really, really tough to resist, because discipline as a whole is a really, really difficult, and it's not an easy thing to really achieve, especially when it comes to you having a vision for yourself that you are currently building. You're not automatically going to be at the top of your goals. You're not. You're still building that. So you're building the foundation and everything, so you're learning yourself. You're learning a lot, and you're literally on the path to getting there. You're not there yet. So you can't just rely on yourself and be like, yeah, it's not going to happen to me because blah blah blah. No. You're still on that path learning. Okay? You're not at the top currently. You're not. You're still, learning. And so you could get influenced by other people because you're now trying to get rid of these habits that you've had for years. And do you really think that habits are really like simple to completely get rid of? No, I don't think so. Habits that you've had for years take a long time to even just get out of your system. And sometimes when you try and you believe that it's out of your system, you realize that, oh, it's still there and there's still a long way to go. It's like the very, very important part is actually to get rid of these bad habits. And that's why the environment is like number one, bro. Hi, Zachary. How are you doing today? How's been your day so far? But yeah, guys, if you guys are interested in self improvement content, then be sure to subscribe to join the community. I post twice a week, and so that's that. You can check out my channel if you are maybe interested, but that's what it is. But as I was saying, I think that, no, I believe that, when you're building yourself, you are not in the right to say that, yeah, you can resist, yeah, it's not going to happen to you. No, you can't guarantee anything, and you cannot have that mindset. Thank you so much, Zachary, for subscribing. I hope you're going to enjoy the content. Your day's going good. That's great to know. I hope the rest of your week is going to be well. Tomorrow's going to be Friday, so that's great. But you are not in the right to say that you are not going to be affected by your environment just because you are working on yourself towards that goal. Yeah, that's amazing. You're working towards that goal, but you're not there yet. That's what you have to keep in mind. You're not there yet. You're working on yourself. You're working on a future. But yeah, that's amazing. You're putting in the work, okay? There's a lot of people that don't even know what they want in life. They don't even know what path they want to follow. You're doing that. Great. That's amazing. But you are not in the right to say that the environment you're in is not going to affect you. So you can be with the people who smoke, although you don't want to smoke anymore. You can be with the fake people because, oh, you're not fake and you're still going to attract good people. You can't have that mindset. You can't just put yourself in that position, because you're putting yourself in a more vulnerable position. Ooh, anyway, yeah, you're putting yourself in a more vulnerable position that is not good to be in when you're building yourself. When you're building yourself, you want to make sure you're in that amazing environment that will enhance everything and not put you at risk while you're still in that position where you're risking a lot. You're building yourself, you're risking a lot. Nothing's guaranteed. You're basically in a 50-50 situation. Okay? And again, putting yourself in an environment that could sabotage the whole isn't really the best decision, is it? So why not just be sure or try your best to find the people that will best suit what you want in life instead of forcing yourself into environments that you don't fit in, with people that don't have the same goals or mindset as you, the people, you know, it's just kind of like, if you don't want to be them, don't be with them. And I swear to you, it's so easy to say, but to actually do it is hard. I know it is because nowadays, okay, let's be honest, there's not a lot of people that really think of success as a really profound kind of definition. They don't. They just view life as life. They view it as fulfilling what they need to with the regular path, so it's not easy. It's really not easy to actually find the right people or be in the right environment. It is not. And, it's really hard to say be in the right environment, but not being able to actually find those people because those people also are really rare. They are. But that would mean that for most of your journey, you're going to have to do it alone. You're going to have to be alone. And the thought of being alone could be really, really scary for some people because they might want to have like people around them and just living life and having fun. But sometimes you have to realize you have to sacrifice a lot for the things you wish for, especially when it comes to major goals. You might have to sacrifice a lot of your social life, a lot of things, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with finding your people quickly or finding them in 5, 10, 20 years. But also, if you do have the opportunity in, meeting someone that could be really close or beneficial to you, your character, as a friend or whatever, then you also have to be open about that and not reject it in a way. Some people don't really realize that sometimes good things try to come to them, but then they reject it without even realizing, you know? Don't push away your blessings if there's an opportunity that comes to you. Try to accept it the right way, you know? Well, basically that, bro, like, honestly, I could, explain this further in a more meaningful way. I'll probably try to express what I actually intended to in a next live stream, but for now, that's what it is. So, thank you guys so much for watching today's live stream. It was so short, like it's literally 15 minutes, okay? But next time I decide to go live, I'll probably try to be more organized and actually plan it. Today's live stream once again was unplanned or whatever, but it's okay. So subscribe to join the community if you are new here, and if you're interested in self-improvement content, then make sure to subscribe. And that's what it is. Rebecca, what's going on? So yeah, guys, I would say, what's it even called? Okay, I guess But guys, if you are interested in self-improvement content only, okay, self-improvement content, then you are more than welcome to join us on this journey. I post twice a week, and my live streams are pretty rare. I don't really go live that often anymore. So if you're interested in self-improvement content, then make sure to subscribe to join the community. And I'll see you guys in the next one, and watch the newest video all the way through. It might be relatable to you, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Goodbye.